Little Asian guy walks up selling some sweet treats, some cookies, and 3 armed men kick in your front door. And you can hear the screams in the background. He just figured before he walks around the corner, it's probably time for him to just put on a mask just in case someone saw what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, this is real. This is a legitimate problem. It is happening all over America, and I have news for you. It's probably only going to get worse. Boom! What's up, you guys? Byron Rodgers, Tactical Protection Review. Learn protection strategies from a protection professional, right? This problem, it didn't happen to you, but it is becoming more and more of a problem in America and around the world. People are using what we call urban camouflage to make entry to good people's homes. Urban camouflage, okay? He's got a mask. He's selling cookies and walking around. No one's really gonna question him. He's kind of smaller. He looks like he could just be a football player. He might just be a football player at a local high school selling cookies. No big deal. Looks unassuming. Looks like he's not a threat. He's definitely not a Girl Scout, so it's a little suspicious to me. But this is something that's happening as we experience spikes in gas prices, as we experience more inflation, and as we experience more economic adversity and turbulence. The reality is these types of things are going to happen more. The have-nots are going to want what you have. This is why it's a great time to be in my industry as a professional protector, putting teams and strategies around families to keep them safe for a living. It's like awesome. Anyway, so it's an honor to do so. So what can we learn from this situation? How can we equip good people to be more formidable and not be victimized? The reality for me and for most of you is that your families are home when you are not, when you are out at work. And so they are the ones that need this education. Send these videos, share this video, get it to them, hit the like, subscribe, all that stuff so we can beat the algorithms. But how can we stop something like this from happening? Because we do not know what happened to that person. And it sounded like a lady screaming in the background after those guys made entry. First and foremost, they were doing a lot right here. They have the technology to see who is on the other side of the door. That's why we have this video. However, the reality with protection strategies and processes and technology is that the human being is always the weakest link. The human being is always the weakest link. You are the weakest link when it comes to these technologies. And so you must increase your protection quotient, your PQ, which is what I spend a lifetime doing and training people, right, on how to live a safer pattern of life, right? You don't have time to go to dojo for 10 years. I want to help you live a safer pattern of life just through these types of lessons. The human is the one that's going to cause this to fail. They did the right thing. They got a camera. Cameras are not enough. They got one of those cameras that you can talk to people, you can see what's going on. These are really good things to have, but she opened the door. The reality of this situation nowadays is, unless you know who it is, there's no reason to open the door. There's just not a good enough reason. Like giving that guy $5 for a candy bar, not a good enough reason to get your home broken into. And God knows what happened to, women and children and anyone who happens to be home at the time, right? It's not a good enough reason. So I say, don't open that door unless it's someone you know. Make sure you do have a doorbell system that allows you to see and communicate with people on the other side of the door. They don't even need to know that you're home. They don't even need to know that you're home. There's no unless anything. Beyond all of that, right? If you do have a situation like this unfolding, do you have any type of force multiplier near or around you to help you defend yourself if you get into a confrontation in the common areas of your home, right? You can call the cops. They'll show up afterwards and take reports and pick up the pieces, okay? You can have camera systems that's just gonna show what had happened. It might give you some essay on what's on the other side of the door. That's good, but we're talking now about what would you do if someone decided not to ring your doorbell, but kick your door in right now, come through your sliding glass window while you're home. This is what people do. This is literally what they do. It's happening right now in America today, right? So this, I tell you this with a sense of urgency because these things are things that I want good people to be proactive about. Putting force multipliers in your home where you can get to them, very important. Getting the training that goes behind force multipliers, extremely important. We invest money in so many things. We need to invest money in the one skill that may save your life and protect everything you know, love, and are responsible for. Do you have medical equipment downstairs just in case you do get into an altercation with multiple gunmen and you do need to throw a tourniquet on yourself? These are things that you must consider, and these are things that we can learn from this situation. If you take this back and you look at this neighborhood, do you think anyone in this neighborhood ever thought, when they moved into this neighborhood with the white picket fences and stuff, do you think anyone expected anything like that to happen to them? The answer is no, but the reality is that it can and it is happening to people all around the world right now. You guys are seeing the videos just as fast as I am. Make sure you have something that can give you surveillance on the other side of your door in real time, to your tablet, to your phone, so you can know who's on the other side of there. If you need to, you can communicate with them. That's great. Secondly, do not open your door for people you don't know. Thirdly, if you are opening your door for someone because you absolutely, positively have to, jam your foot behind that door so that you have something to use friction to stop that door from opening. Okay, then you can put your hand through, you can get your candy bar, do whatever you need to do. When you jam your foot and that door's jammed, it would really help if maybe you had a gun behind the door. Maybe you had something within one arm's reach behind the door that you can grab if you have to get to work, right? So you've got to be thinking ahead. How can you secure those things behind the door so kids can't get to them? Or if someone breaks into your house, they can't steal those things because there are legal ramifications if something like that happens. These are things that we help people get set up in their own homes with, and things that you need to consider before anything like that happens. There's a lot more, but this is a quick video. So I want to encourage you to go to protectornation.com, download our free Protector library. You get to see and learn from over 24 of the world's most elite protectors there. And let's make the world a safer place by helping good people to become more dangerous. This is Byron Rodgers, protector by nature and by trade. Make these videos because I really love you guys. Out. Boom.